Oh my gosh, so you look healthy. I'm so relieved to see that you look healthy right now. So talk to me about your day, Michaela. My God, and it's 2 a.m., right?
Yeah, it's 2:30.
It's 2:30.
2:50.
It,
Oh, well, I'm okay. I'm a bit sore, I'm not gonna lie. My shoulder and my chin hurt quite a bit. But it's good to be out. It's good to be, doing important work outside of frustrating soldiers all the time.
right. So your shoulder got hurt when you got arrested. Is that right?
I mean, it didn't get as bad as most Palestinians get on a daily basis, but yeah, like I think it was a knee that went into like my chin, and then and I just kept screaming, and it wasn't great. It really
No.
wasn't.
Aw.
So,
So tell me, were you arrested with other Canadians, or were there other people that were arrested as well today?
so I was arrested with Steve and Liam, and Liam is American, and Steve is from England, and they're terrific.
Yeah. Are they all with this?
They're really wonderful. It was really scary because I didn't really know what was happening. And then they brought us to an illegal settlement where, they detained us for quite a few hours, and then they tried to get us to talk, and yeah, it was just a bunch of manipulation.
Really? So
Really.
so
Yeah.
talk to me about what you saw today, Michaela. What actually transpired around you? Walk us through what the sight was that you were witnessing around you.
Well, Con Aldemir is an incredible village, and they really just want to build a road right through it to really take out the significant portion of land that it's a watershed moment. It'll connect the legal settlements to each other, and it'll take out an entire area that's illegal.
And this is
That's what they were trying to explain to me. Once I got arrested, they're like, well, you were in public area. Excuse me, no, I wasn't. I was definitely not in public area.
okay.
There was a Bedouin village that is there, and
Right.
it's not okay for them to just build a road right through it and to
Right.
actually forcibly transfer Palestinians to a nearby community. No, a nearby city. These are people that live on the land,
Right.
and you can't just, this hasn't happened since 67 and 48.
No.
This is a big moment because they haven't forcibly transferred any population since that time. It's the Nakba all
Right.
over again.
Okay.
And it's complete colonization, and they use occupation to allow the colonization to happen. But no, it can't happen, and that's why Canada is so important.
Right.
Because Canada is complicit in it.
Okay. So talk to me about the Bedouin people. How do you know approximately how many people are being displaced?
How many people are being displaced?
There are 75,000 people in the Jordan Valley and E1. So eventually,
75,000 people in the E1 area and the Jordan Valley.
so potentially all of those communities.
So potentially, once they take up the community, all those people will be displaced.
Right.
It's the beginning.
It cut Palestine too.
It really does.
You can't go from Bethlehem to Ramallah anymore.
No. And it's really incredible. So last night we were thinking, what do we do? And so we came to decide that, we're going to chain ourselves to each other.
Okay.
We're going to keep the soldiers, the Jundi, I like to call them, from doing this. And it's pretty incredible because 3 internationals were arrested, and now there's a gosh, I'm sorry, I'm so tired.
Yeah,
There is an injunction to stop this from happening. So it's going to be delayed for 10 days, which is it's really incredible. And I'm surprised that I even got out. Like, they wanted to deport me.
Oh, is that right?
They tried really hard to get me back to Canada to just say, oh, forget Palestine, forget human rights, forget law, international law. So we have a couple days, and basically they released me on the condition that I will not return to Khan el-Damar for 15 days.
Okay. No.
Which is okay, but still, to stop people from supporting international law, like, who are you? This is what happened to the Indigenous people in Canada.
The word you used, colonization, earlier is very interesting and very accurate. So, Michaela, can you talk to me about? You said that we were chained together. That you were working with a coalition, I guess, of people together, or a group of people. Can you talk to me about the group of people that you were with today, that were advocating social justice?
Yeah, so I was chained together with many internationals because, of course, Palestinians can't do it because they will be arrested and they will be held in prison for years.
Oh, okay.
So internationals really have to step up and say, this isn't okay. And so there were a couple of groups. There were the land defense team really orchestrated the whole team. So big shout out to Jamal and to Hamid. Like, they really orchestrated the whole thing to stand up. And of course, as internationals, as allies of Palestinian people, we are following their command. I am an ally. I'm not here to save Palestine. Of course, we knew that they would continue to do the work today, but it wasn't about saving the land. It was about resisting and saying, no, this isn't okay.
Wow.
We're not going to just give up. We're not going to just sit there while you do this, while you colonize our land. So it was about pushing back and saying, we see you, and it needs to stop. And what you're doing is illegal.
Boy. And the Bedouin people have been in that region for generations.
Of course.
Right. And are they primarily a farming people, or can you talk to me a little bit about what you have seen with the Bedouin people?
Well, last night we were thinking about the forcible transfer of the Bedouin community to Abu Dis, which is a nearby city. And we were talking about the livestock that they have and the kids. So if the parents are arrested, what happens to the kids? So we were starting to think about what are the alternatives and what happens to the kids and what happens to the livestock, right?
Right.
Because they're going to be moved.
Yes. Right.
So, yeah, so we were starting to think about that, and it's the innovation that comes from Palestine. It's nothing like anything I've seen before. You don't see this kind of resistance in Canada. You see such apathy and such resistance from getting involved in anything that is considered Zionist, Islamophobic. You just see, but the Palestinian people, they just bring it to life. It's like, do you know Samud, steadfast? It's just Samud. Like,
okay.
When I was in the prison, I was just thinking Samud. And I was just thinking, like, the songs and Palestine, free Palestine, and it's just, your heart comes alive to see the spirit and the courage that the Palestinian people have after 70 years of colonization and occupation. And really, apartheid. You look at what's happening in Gaza.
Yeah.
And where's the international community? And the Palestinians, like, even as I have seen in Bethlehem, the Palestinians have really if you have certain, like, if you have a bit more privilege than the Bedouin communities, then people are just like, I'm gonna just take it and I'm just gonna live my life. I'm done with activism. I'm done with supporting international law. And you just see that all over these major cities.
So what you're seeing is
the Zionist narrative has really seeped in and just created this apathy in Palestine. And 4 years ago, my mom was here.
Yes,
and
exactly.
she didn't see that whatsoever.
So the apathy you're seeing is in the Israel and Palestine. And did you say Palestine as well that you're seeing apathy?
I'm seeing it in Bethlehem. I'm seeing it in, Jerusalem. I'm seeing it in definitely 48 lands.
Okay.
I'm seeing it everywhere, except these grassroots movements in the Bedouin communities.
Right.
Really. And across, I mean, there are certain groups in Bethlehem, Ida Camp, they're doing incredible work to resist. They really are. So it's not to take away from the actual grassroots that are happening in the major cities, but you're really seeing the Zionist narrative take over into these different areas. Even Hebron. I mean, Susia compared to and it's so planned because it wasn't just Khan Aldemar. It was Susia and it was another village close by. To plan it very manipulatively to take out certain villages all at once, so the activists and the people that support international law and human rights can't be there all at once.
Right.
It's so orchestrated.
So you were talking about the international community. What is it that you would like to see from Canada? Is there something specific that you would like to see Canada do? Some kind of action?
Well, I would really enjoy for Trudeau to stop attacking Hamas in Gaza and to actually focus on international law and the Geneva Convention and say that if you are an occupying power, you cannot take over land. An occupying power under international law is for three purposes. It is for providing aid to allow them to be sovereign and to allow them to rebuild, right? It's not to colonize. It's to protect them, and they are definitely not doing that. And to put the blame on Hamas in Gaza or any political group is completely insane. It's insane because you are the occupying power. You have certain rights to fulfill for the Palestinians. And Canada is complicit in it because they have signed on to the Fourth Geneva Convention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Article 1 requires that, I'm talking about her, but Article 1 requires that under any circumstance, any signatory, which includes Canada and most other countries, actually is complicit in war crimes, to be that strong, if they don't stop. So we have, 8 days there, or 7, whatever the days are to July 11th. So what's needed, right?
Exactly. And I went to the Canadian Embassy the other day, and I talked to the consulate. I went and I talked to, what's his first name? Mr. Palafoot, and he completely was against taking Israel as a Canadian to the International Human Court because he doesn't want to scare the Zionists. He doesn't want to push them. But what are we going to do? Just sit here and wait for them to take over Palestine? No, we can't just sit here. And I'm looking for universities to stand up. I go to Ryerson University. I haven't heard anything from them.
Right.
Saying, hey, where's our student? Is she okay? Where's Canada? Where's Mr. Trudeau?
Things are starting to filter in, Michaela. The reason I was reaching out is because I did see it on a news feed that came through my desk here at Superior Media, and I saw your mom's
Yeah.
name, Karen Rodman's name. I'm like, whoa, Karen's on my news feed. What are you up to? But of course, I know your mother as an extraordinary social activist and have enjoyed listening to her workshop myself about her time in Palestine and her work as an EA through the United Church. So you have not fallen far from the tree there, Michaela.
No, I really haven't. She's incredible. She's a big reason I think I actually got released today, and I wasn't, deported.
Right.
For all three of us. I mean, it was so scary because they don't. When I was in the prison, they don't tell you anything, and you're like, are people actually have people just done nothing? Like my mother is my biggest fan.
But I was wonderful Israeli activist who was a university student in Toronto years ago who actually did a lot of this work in the background as well.
Yeah, but
Israeli Jewish.
But of course they don't let you know anything's happening. They don't know that, they don't tell you that, a lawyer has been contacted or anything.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting in my cell asking for my kafia because I'm cold with bruises and my neck and handcuffed, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, where's my mom?
Aww.
Where's my mom? I miss my mom.
Yeah.
She's not coming, but I know. God, I fucking hope that she's doing something. I hope she's not in shock that
Yeah.
I'm arrested.
Yeah.
And of course I know in the back of my head my mom's fucking incredible. Sorry. But
We'll bleep that one out.
I'm like, oh my God, but is she still there? Did she give up? Her child's been arrested. Has anything happened?
Yes, because it's a dark hole. To be arrested in a foreign country, it can be just such an extraordinary journey to have to get over.
Exactly, and the manipulation, they said to me, they're like, do you want to call anyone? And I'm like, can I call my mom? And they're like, no, you can call a lawyer. And I'm like, well, I assume my mom is probably with my lawyer right now. I assume that. And they're like, okay, you can call her. And of course, my mom has a Palestinian phone number, and we're doing you a favor here. The Israeli detective, she said, oh, we're doing you a favor here. We don't have to, let you make a phone call.
Oh, my God.
And then I call, and she's like, and I'm like, it's just beeping, and I'm like, I don't think it's working. And of course, they blocked all Palestinian numbers.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So that's what you faced today. So you trying to call from an Israeli jail, the phone number gets blocked because it's a Palestinian number. So that's another hurdle to climb over.
And then I'm just sitting there, and she's trying to ask me questions, and I'm like, stay silent, Michaela, don't say anything, don't say anything. Wait for your mom.
Right. So Michaela, how long were you in jail today? How many hours did you have to spend there?
I mean, it's really difficult because I was arrested probably around 9 a.m. And it's really hard to tell time because you don't want to ask anyone.
Right.
You don't want to, ask for any information because you'll just get pushback, right?
Right.
And so I think around 10 a.m. we got to the prison and we sat around for 2 hours.
And it's 2 a.m. now.
Yeah, and of course they have your hands cuffed. They have your hands cuffed, your feet cuffed.
Wow.
And the two other internationals that I was with, they were so clever. They wore longer pants, and of course I have a little shorter pants and just my sneakers on, so the handcuffs are just rubbing against my feet all day.
Oh,
so I have cuts on the back of my heels. It's not good. And
did they give you any water? Did you get any water, any food? Did they give you any nourishment?
Yeah, so I was so nervous this morning that I didn't have any food. They arrested me. I don't think I got any food till around 2 p.m., maybe 1, somewhere around that time. Yeah, and then they didn't give us food once they had put us into the cells, and nothing was very explained to you. So they say, we're putting you in jail. And I asked them, like, what are the charges? And they're like, you didn't let the officer do his job. And it's like, okay.
So they put it back on you.
Here, and I'm like,
So they wanted you to kind of maybe invent your own charges.
I guess I can sign. I don't know what any of this says.
Like, oh my gosh. So that's another thing. Right. So the language is different.
They don't explain what you're signing, and the other 2 internationals that I was with, they just refused. But it's really hard to like kind of talk to the other internationals about what's going on, because they keep you far away from each other, right? Like they don't, and if you are together, they'll yell at you, stop talking, do not talk, like just all this stuff. So I don't know. He asked me, he didn't ask me, but we were sitting Steve, who's from England, he was sitting kind of close to me, and he just puts out his hand, and he puts his finger on it. And of course I know that means, did they scan your fingers? And I just nodded. So it's interesting, because these bonds that the bonds that you make are very different than anything I've ever experienced. Like these 2 guys that I was with, very incredible. One was 31, the other one was 20, and he's from the U.S. And
so
he's here just standing with Palestinians saying this is colonization.
And did he?
Sorry, I'm kind of like on a tangent here.
Do you happen to know if he got released? Like, do you know of anyone else that's still being?
We got all released.
You all did? Okay.
My mom.
And so let me just ask you again about the group. Let me just ask you about the group of people again. Is there a name for the group of social activists that you're with, or?
Yeah, so the land defense team really was there.
The land?
As well as what is the PLO group?
Michaela, is there? Michaela, is there a dog barking? Michaela, is there a dog barking? Because it's making, I can't even hear you right now.
Sorry.
I actually can't. I can't. I'm like the last 30 seconds or so. Can you start again at the beginning of the name of the group?
Yeah. So the land defense team.
Can you spell that for me?
LAND land.
Oh, land defense. Okay, it's cutting in and out the audio. I'm sorry. Okay, land defense team.
No problem.
Okay.
And then a lot of people were just there as individuals. There were some people from EAPPI. I don't know the whole name of it. I just say EAPPI.
So is that the ecumenical accompaniment program?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's the one your mother traveled with to Palestine a number of years ago, right? Okay.
Yeah, 2014.
Can we talk about your mom for a little bit? Because I know that she's your biggest champion, but she's also the person that probably steered you into this kind of social activism. So we're talking about Karen Rodman, and we know Karen from.
Karen Rodman.
Yeah, and she's
Reverend Karen Rodman for now.
Reverend Karen Rodman for now, and I know her because I was lucky enough to be able to share worship with her at St. Andrew's United Church when she was here in Sault Ste. Marie, and. I'm sorry, now to Global Affairs Canada, have they reached out to your mom or to yourself? Do you know?
Global Affairs Canada, have they reached out?
The embassy, I reached them, and people have been after, supporting them. Not Minister Freeland, not Trudeau, but the diplomats here have been pretty good.
The diplomats here have been pretty good.
Okay.
Minister Freeland hasn't reached out or anything, but it's all because my mom's reaching out to them.
Right.
That they're reaching out, right?
Yeah. And your mom's made amazing contacts. Okay, well listen, I'm going to wrap it.
It's really about this village, and it's really Israel, supporting PDS,
Okay,
and supporting international law.
and supporting international law. Well, listen, thank you, and we'll try again. I'm going to try and stay in touch if that's okay, and we'll try again on Skype again. How long are you going to be in Palestine, unless you get the Israeli?
I'm going to stay as long as I can, and who knows? I'm still trying to figure out what my next steps are. It's the
Thank you so much, Michaela, and I'll write you on Facebook, and we'll see if we can do another interview in the next couple of days then, as